Hi and welcome back to my channel. So it's Friday and that means that it's writing day slash getting anything I need to get done day, and I have a few updates actually, so I wanted to share those. So first of all, I have officially booked an editor, so I've chosen to go with my brother's editor and I'll link her page down below. So I've noticed some authors that I like use them, specifically Emma Jones, so I thought I'd give them a try since her books are always so beautifully edited. And I'm going to start the editing process, so on August 1st, I think, no, August 5th, I'm going to get them, the proofreader, to proofread book 1 of Unbreakable, just so they know the story and it will be a bit easier for them to edit the second book. And then maybe August 5th is when they're starting the editing. I have a feeling it is. Okay, so it must be earlier then that they're proofing Unbreakable number 1. I'll have to find out when that is, but it doesn't really matter because it's just that book's already done. So it must be August 5th that they are doing a copy edit first of Unbreakable Part 2, which is called Breaking Ties, and then somewhere like they said to give them 2-3 weeks, so 2-3 weeks after that I booked to have the edit slash proof done. So copy edit first to check language and everything, and then edit for grammar and everything, and then proofing it. Then they'll send it back, and then hopefully I'll have it back for an October release. I still don't know when in October I'm going to release it. It just depends when I've gone through the edits and I'm happy with it and I have to get it formatted. Crap, I didn't even think of that. I need to book that in. So I'll go with Enchanted Ink Publishing again because they just did a beautiful job with book 1. And if you don't remember what that looks like, I have a whole video on it. So right now I'm on like, I think I'm on 27,000+ words, like 27,300 or something words into the manuscript. And up till this point, like the last month I think it was, I was just going over the book and seeing what I could add into the chapters and change and edit basically, just so that I could know what to put next, because I was kind of struggling with putting new chapters in, and that has helped me a lot. I added a lot, like I think I had like 15,000 words and now I'm at 27,000, so I added a lot. And I've come to find that my writing process seems to be that I'll kind of, rather than writing a full first draft and then going back, I'll just continuously go over and over and over it like 10 times and just keep adding more, and then go back when I'm stuck, read again, add more. So that seems to be my process. So I'm trying to get beta readers now to start reading it, because I've got like 25 chapters done now, so that by the time I get to the end, that process will be done. And I'm trying to find a developmental editor to go through that before I go on to editing. Because I think developmental editing is a huge part of making a book good, and my brother's editor doesn't do that, but she's pointed me in the direction of someone that does. But yeah, now I've reached the end of the editing, so I'm up to like chapter 26 now, and it's when I actually have to go and start adding new content. So I'm a bit nervous, but I've got like 8 hours or whatever today to work on the book. So fingers crossed I can work through this slump and come up with some new stuff. So that's what I'm doing today. I'm also going somewhere at 12, but that will probably take 2 or 3 hours, and then I'll come back and keep writing again. Yeah, I've also been reading The Antichrist by Emma Jones, and I want to do a whole video on that, but it's just taking me longer than I thought to read it. So I just want to say a few of my thoughts here so I don't forget, because if I get to the end I might forget what I read at the beginning and middle, kind of, or what I thought. At the beginning, like, I found it interesting, but it was kind of a bit slow slash confusing, which I find lots of her books to be, like at the beginning, because it's like they kind of feel like they have a bit of a slow introduction, and then when they get to the middle all this crazy stuff starts happening and it's like, what is going on? And then at the end it comes together and it's like, whoa. So that's what her books seem to be like. And when I was reading it last night, I feel like it's pretty similar to her book Sicko, like really similar, but this is like a very dark book. And I found like at the beginning, like everyone was saying it was super dark. At the beginning, I just didn't find it bad at all, and I was like thinking, am I just desensitized or something? Like it's not even like I read many dark books, but yeah, I didn't think it was very dark. But now where I'm at, I was like, oh my gosh, like that is just like, I literally felt like vomiting. Like that's how dark it is. But I'll leave that with you for now, and I'll get back to writing and I'll check in soon. Okay, I just remembered something else that I wanted to add, because this has been kind of like a breakthrough thing for me in my book. So I never found that I was the type of author to like cry or get like really emotionally attached to my characters, but in the last few chapters I've just found that in two characters specifically, Bottle and Jameson, I found myself so attached. Like I literally feel like I'm going to cry writing their stories because I feel for them so much, and their chapters have been the easiest for me to write. And I feel like in both of their stories there's kind of a few elements that I relate to, and I think that might be why. But yeah, I just found that interesting because that's never happened to me before. I've never been like so moved by my own writing.
Shutterstock Music.
Okay, it is like super bright and sunny, but I won't have another chance to film this, so I just wanted to do it now. So I have done lots more writing today. I went out, as I said, and I got something done. So I wasn't going to share about this, but then I thought, who cares, why not? So I went and got Botox for the first time, as like a preventative measure. So I got it in my forehead and in between my eyes. So they say it takes like a week to take effect, but honestly I already noticed like the wrinkles or the lines being less. I also wanted it in my crow's feet, like he called it smile lines, but yeah, I'm really self-conscious of that, but I thought I'd see how this went first, and if I like it, which I think I already do, I'm going to go back and get the crow's feet. And then he said basically every 4 months I would go back and touch it up, but he said after like 2 or 3 times you shouldn't need to do it again, and he made it seem like ever again, so that's cool and interesting. But anyway, I went back home. I'm gonna put my sunnies on, it's hurting my eyes. I went back home and I kind of have a bit of a headache now, and I don't know if it's from injections or if I've been a bit sick. As you might be able to tell, I've kind of lost my voice. But I went home and I did a lot more writing, so I just wanted to show you. I've got my book here where I do my word count, and basically I was just trying to tie up a lot of loose ends and make things make sense, because I've realized that now I'm like 40%, I'm actually 40% into the book if it's 70,000 words, and there's a lot of things that need to hurry up and happen because I'm nearly halfway through the book, and there's like some important details that will be too rushed if I wait until now to introduce them. So I've had to try and do that. I wrote 2 chapters from scratch because now I've started from fresh chapters, and so far I've written, today is here, and I've written in session 1 I wrote 943 words, and in session 2 I wrote 734 words, which brings me to 1,600-ish, I think. And then I'm going to do a 3rd session soon. I'm just out for a little bit. I also wanted to talk about the app Masterclass, because I got Masterclass and I said I was going to make a whole video on it, and I probably will once I've used it a bit more, but I just wanted to touch on it. So you have to pay yearly, and it says like it's $23 a month, but you have to pay $200 and something right up, which is super annoying. So you have to do that, and I thought, well, it's worth it. It's an investment in my business because I'm building my knowledge in writing, and there are a lot of established writers like James Patterson on there doing courses. So I've done James Patterson's course, and now I'm doing a lady, I can't remember her name, but she wrote The Handmaid's Tale. So both were really interesting, but do I think it was worth $200 and whatever it was dollars? No. So the courses take like a day to do each, because they're a series of videos. They're really short, like 3 to 9 minutes long each video. There's like 11 videos. It takes you not even a day to get through. And while they give you tips on the craft of writing, like some tips where I thought, oh, that's a really good idea, or like I'll take note of that, but nothing outstanding, nothing as good as, say, the Heart Breathing's Publish and Thrive course that I've made a video on. Nothing that will get you set on your path to writing. So far interesting, but I don't really think it's worth it. I definitely won't be renewing it after the year, whatever. It won't even take me a year, because there's like only 5 authors, screenwriter type people on there that I can find, so it definitely won't take me that long. So I'm probably going to, once I finish, just let someone else have my login and like they can do it. Another annoying thing is you can pick like audio if you're just listening in the car or something, or video mode, which is good, but even in audio mode you can't like get out of the screen and just keep playing while you do other things. So like if you're listening with your earphones and you want to do other stuff while you listen, you can't. It just cuts it off. So that's really annoying as well. I think there's definitely some things they could improve on as an app, but yeah, I just thought I'd put that out there. So yeah, I think this is where I'm going to end the video, honestly, because I will have kids around when I'm doing my 3rd session, and I don't know, it'll be too loud, so I don't think I'm going to film anymore. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one.